1 second from half court.
Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh!
Did he bring it in? He did!
It is!
Caught!
Number 8, Pablo Marquecho. Number 5, Pedro Marquecho. Number 18, Samueli Mapenda. Number 6, Carlos Torres. Number 4, Angel Villalba Martinez. Number 24, Junior Villalba Martinez. And number 55, Rafael Lopez. The Rams of Washington High School. Now for the Thunder of Desert Vista High School. Number 2, Daniel O'Vera. Number 5, Jadine Ruby. Number 7, Avery Kubak. Number 8, Genki Shinohara. Number 10, Ian Habawe. Number 11, Dario Mello. Number 14, Caleb Ackerson. Number 19, Max Morrison. Number 22, William Ahumada. Number 24, Hayden Quest. And number 98, Kaden Terrell. The Thunder of Desert Vista High School. At this time, please rise respectfully, remove your hats, and join me in singing our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Today's officials are assigned by AIA Commissioner of Officials Brian Gessner. Your officials are Jason Ulrich, Jonathan King, Matt Jacob, and Mitch.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Mesa High School as we get ready to wrap up Championship Saturday, the 4th of 4 matches here. And we're going to close it out with the boys' Open Division State Championship match. It will feature the number 5 seed Washington Rams, and they will take on the number 2 seed Desert Vista Thunder. And good evening, everybody. Chris Harris here along with state championship winning boys head coach from his days at Corona del Sol, Dan Salas. Dan, the fourth of 4 matches, the boys Open Division State Championship.
I love it. Chris, I got 4 games left in me, I promise. This is so exciting, and I thought I was getting tired at the end of the last match. And then we had a chance to walk on the field during warm-ups for this one, and the adrenaline came right back in me. Again, this is the culmination of the entire season right here. And this is an opportunity for Washington, who's a 5A school, to come and play in a state championship against a powerhouse, Desert Vista.
And we take a look at the Washington Rams led by their head coach, Adam Roberts. And here are the starters for the Rams. And it will be Carlos Arizmendi in goal. Our own Giannis, Angel Villalba, Pedro Morquecho, Carlos Torres, Pablo Morquecho. The Morquechos are fraternal twins. Then you got Brian Perez. You've got Samueli Mapenda, Junior Villalba, Junior Moreno, and Rafael Lopez Torrado are the starters for Washington. Desert Vista Thunder led by their head coach, Trent Elliott. Starters for the Thunder this evening in the boys Open Division State Championship. It'll be Danielle Overa, Jadine Ruby, Avery Gubach, Genki Shinohara, Ian Haboe, Dario Mello, Caleb Ackerson, Max Morrison, Will Ahumada, Hayden Quest, and Kagan Terrell in goal for Desert Vista. And what an incredible crowd we have here for the final game of the soccer season for the AIA. And it will be Washington in the white tops, purple shorts, and then you got the Desert Vista Thunder in the striped tops, navy blue shorts. And we are set for kickoff in the Boys Open State Championship.
I tell you what, again, just right off the kickoff here, you can tell Desert Vista has a plan tonight. You know, they've got talking to Trent Elliott. I had an opportunity to have him on my podcast a couple of weeks ago, and the one thing he had talked about was, again, just so many of these kids have talent, and they're consistently talented. They play together as a team. Tonight, Chris, one of the keys, they're going to have to be physical and use that size on their set plays.
And they definitely want to possess the ball, win the balls in the air, and when you got opportunities, finish.
And right off the bat, set play, throw-ins.
And that one gets cleared out there for Washington. And the keys for Adam Roberts and the Rams, they got to take care of their opportunities. Defensively, on set pieces and corners, they got to make sure they have their marks. And they need to move the ball quickly and try to push the pace when the opportunities are there. Something's catching your eye here early on.
Yeah, no, very well coached. You should tell, as soon as that goalkeeper got the ball, all 10 field players created width, created depth. We're moving without the ball. And again, create that space. And one of the keys that, again, for me, and what I know about Washington and Desert Vista is Washington has to play fast tonight. Their counterattacks, their transition moments have to be with intention. They have to be at pace.
So you got Desert Vista Thunder. It was the Desert Vista Thunder girls who won the 6A state championship to get our day started. Will the boys be able to cap off the evening with a state title?
Yeah. And I think, again, for Washington tonight, defending set plays is got to be a premium. Desert Vista is historically one of the best teams since I've been in Arizona that always gets set plays right. Their intensity going at the ball.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Their intensity going at the ball is like no other program. It's you have to match their intensity in those moments. There's an opportunity right off the bat.
Decision is made. The keeper coming out for Desert Vista. That is Kagan Terrell. The junior is a 2-year starter. Even got some starts as a freshman for the Thunder. Gives you an idea of what Trent Elliott feels about that young man.
Yeah, he definitely has lots of confidence in him. And again, because he's had that experience in multiple years, it leads to confidence in the goalkeeper at this point.
The Thunder won the Central Region this year. Trent Elliott, the region coach of the year. The road to the finals, as the Rams are able to keep the ball in play here. Put a shot into the box. Coming up to make the play there is Terrell. Yeah, the road to the finals in the first round. The Thunder beat Micah Mountain. Second round, they took out AL8 Gilbert North. The quarters, they beat Hamilton 2-1 in overtime. In the semis, they beat number 3 Campo Verde by a score of 3-1. Meanwhile, the road to tonight's boys Open State Championship. In the opening round, the Rams beat Mountain View. Second round, took out Shadow Ridge. In the quarters, they beat San Luis.
Tough
4-3, yes.
Tough out.
Yeah, Jesus Rojas does a wonderful job with that Sidewinders program. In the semis, the Rams beat the top seed Pinnacle by a score of 4-1. So it's been an impressive run, both sides.
And again, what I'm noticing right off the bat, and I hope that Washington can keep this tempo high, because if they create chaos, I'm not quite sure Desert Vista has the technical ability in chaos to stay up with the skill in chaos that Washington can play with. It's almost like they're comfortable in those moments. They're comfortable playing fast, playing, kind of out of control. If you slow this game down and allow the skill of Desert Vista, they're going to pick you apart, because, Hayden Quest has the ability.
That's number 24 for Desert Vista.
And there's a term in soccer called a deep playmaker, and you have like Pirlo is a deep playmaker. Paul Scholes was a deep playmaker. What does that mean? He's deep into the midfield, but he's the biggest playmaker. So he sits back, and you notice he always has room around him. And when he has the skill that Hayden has to just distribute in any space. With 14 goals, Chris, my God, that's why I'm saying the kid is dangerous.
Rams give it up. Boy, nice ball there. Opportunity for Washington. Side of the net.
Oh my gosh! Why wouldn't he play that ball back? Just if he
had some runners right there in the box.
2 players just open, screaming for that ball. That's 2 times now you've seen that right side of the left side defense on Desert Vista, right side. But you've seen the tempo, the pace. Shadow Ridge, right off the bat. But they kept that tempo, Chris. Shadow Ridge. Does Washington have that same drive and perseverance tonight?
Washington forcing the turnover. Boy, nice job there by Angel Villalba.
Yeah, and then this is what I like here. Just simple. Hold possession, recycle. Don't force anything, or else you do that. That's forcing it. And if you look right now, look in the middle of the field. He's got his midfield.
Yeah.
Trent Elliott talked about building through the midfield for Desert Vista. The same is said with every soccer team. Those are going to be your skill players, the guys that have the vision. They're not going to be your finishers, but those are the guys that set it up.
And there's going to be a foul called as Quest goes to the ground. The Central Region Defensive Player of the Year. And as you said, oh, by the way, 14 goals. Gives you an idea of how special that young man is.
Yeah, Hayden Quest actually started his his high school career off at Corona, but elected not to play. He was playing club soccer, and then the subsequent year spent a year playing in Germany. And then after Germany, decided to take his talents to Ahwatukee. So, and wow, what a player! And again, Trent Elliott just said, team leader. And again, kids feed off of not only his movements, but again, his energy, his talent. He's the one out there leading warm-ups before they during pregame.
He's the guy.
Handball.
Yep. And going to be a throw in here for the Rams, and it'll be Junior Moreno, the freshman, second team Central Region performer. Adam Roberts was the region coach of the year. And you mentioned it off the top, Dan, you know, Washington's a 5A school here in the first open division state championship.
Yeah.
Against the 6A Desert Vista.
And, you know, I think historically with, you know, the city schools, the Phoenix schools, they get these pockets of just talented players. And it's almost like rotates or goes 3 to 5 years. They get these pockets of players. Washington is fortunate now where I think they've gotten 2 to 3 of those in a row. You know, where your program gets, hey, we got 4 players, and it's like every 3 or 4 years. Okay, we got 4. They got in this situation where they've got 2-3 years where they've got those 3 to 4, 5 players, and they've put together a run over the last 2 years. That's impressive.
Yeah. You know, program history, Washington with 2 state titles, 1989, 2020. Those are the only 2 appearances in the state championship match, so they get it done once they get there. Meanwhile, for Desert Vista, they have won 5 state titles, the most recent one in 2022. So when these senior or freshmen, they also have 2 runner-up finishes as well.
There's Jadine Ruby on the left side.
So it looks like we're going to have a corner kick here for Desert Vista. And making his way over to take the kick for the Thunder.
Shinohara.
There he is. Number 8. Genki Shinohara, first team Central Region this year.
Dangerous.
Left-footed boot. Wow, that was a great ball. And stepping up to make the play there, Carlos Arizmendi. I'll tell you what, Washington's fans are at full throat here early on. They came prepared.
That's right. Fury, can we get a check on the bingo card for full throat?
Yeah, we're filling that. Yeah, we got just one more game to go. Fill up the bingo card. I'm drawing a blank. What's the name of those vuvuzelas?
Vuvuzela.
Vuvuzela. There we go. Yeah, just making for a terrific atmosphere here at Mesa High.
That's it. I mean, the fans are still filing
Yeah,
in.
yeah, it's great scene. You know, the NFHS Network is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of high school and playoff and championship action. From live games to full game replays to highlights, it's all right here on the NFHS Network. The temperature has certainly dropped here. The wind has died down a little bit.
Nice tackle.
I got 67 degrees now here in Mesa, but it feels like 61.
The feels like is what's important,
Yes, yes, always.
You know,
It's like temperature versus wind chill.
That's right. I was just going to say, growing up just outside Chicago and going to Northern Illinois University, they would say things like, well, the temperature is negative 14, feels like negative 23 with the wind chill.
Was it that cold there?
Oh, man. Oh.
You don't miss it?
No, 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 no. That's why we live here now.
Makes you stronger.
Yeah, you know what? Midwest kids are built different. I'm telling you, when you got to walk two blocks to school and it's 5 degrees outside, hey, wear an extra scarf, mijo.
That's a sick day for me. Hey, when you got to walk to school at 110 degrees, late in the school year.
Light work. Just make sure you got a bottle of water.
Battling that heat.
And your flip-flops.
Yeah. We're 14 minutes into the match. Scoreless between Washington and Desert Vista. And foul's going to be called against DV. And you're wanting them to quicken the pace here. There they go.
There it is.
That's what you're looking
but
for.
You gave a bad ball. No, again, in transition, Chris, when the foul is made, kids, and again, kids have the tendency to drop their heads and face their goal. When they do that, that's the moment. Grab that ball, quickly put it down. You're already moving off the ball, and so this has got to be a practice skill. You know who used to do that great is some of Sasha Hunter's teams at Chandler High School. Sasha Hunter's teams were some of the best. When he won, I believe it was in 2015. When he.
Oh, good ball here.
Yep.
Here come the Rams. Boy, great hustle. Defensively by Desert Vista. That is number 22 there. That is Will Ahumada.
Yep.
Boy,
Love it. I love it.
terrific hustle. Break that up.
Good hustle, and that's using your body correctly. You're not shoulder checking. It's body-to-body contact. There's no foul. There was no intent to. All it was, hey, I'm going to shield you from this ball.
Desert Vista, Caleb Ackerson, the Central Region Player of the Year.
Yeah, he is smooth as silk, man. He is. You know, he's so fluent on the field, just like Hayden Quest, and to have two players that don't. It never looks like they're overplaying. It always seems like, hey, I'm in control of my motions. This is dangerous. Oh.
And the turnover. Here come the Thunder. Yeah, Ackerson, number 14 for Desert Vista. Desert Vista giving up just 21 goals this season, less than one a game. Washington giving up 0.64 goals per game.
Yeah, and going back to Ian, Caleb Ackerson, and Hayden Quest, if you look at their tempo and their pace off the ball, it always looks like they're kind of jaunting around the field. I'm never in a hurry, but I know where I'm going. And they're always putting themselves in position to get open.
Shinohara with the free kick. Well, there's a nice ball from just about midfield. Throw in for DV. You know, talking with Rams head coach Adam Roberts, all of his assistants played at Washington except for Alexis Madris. And then one of his assistants just had a child 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
So how about having a special week here?
Yep. If they win,
if they get the victory.
If they win, they said they're going to nickname him TJ because they're playing. I'm just kidding, TJ.
Oh man.
TJ.
Could you imagine?
That's right.
And kind of keeping things in the family, if you will. How about the fraternal twins out there? You got the Morquechus, you got Pedro, along with Pablo, and their older brother, Caesar. He was a part of that 2020 state title team. So it's the younger brothers that want to add one to the mantle. Let's see how long we can keep this ball in the air for. Okay, we're almost at the halfway point here in the first half. Dan Salas, give us your take so far, midway through the first 40.
Yeah, this is going to be a. Oh my gosh, I was going to have another bingo card. It'll come back to me, but this is going to go back and forth because both these teams have proven, hey, we're ready to fight here. And you can tell when teams lose the ball, how aggressive, their body language to get that ball back. They're fighting for it. And again, that's a telltale sign of, again, their ambition, their tenacity in the game, and their focus. They're switched on. And again, there's quality players on both of these teams, but it's gonna come down to, again, a moment of brilliance or taking advantage of a mistake.
You get to this level, and sometimes it's just that smallest thing that comes up that could decide the game.
Yep.
Could be a bad bounce, could be a deflection, just could be a bad decision. Could be a terrific play.
That's right.
Tell you what, another player you want to keep your eye on here this evening for Washington is number 24, Junior Villalba Martinez, the senior mid. First team Central Region Offensive Player of the Year. Just recently visited Delta State in Mississippi. He has been a special player for the Rams.
That's right.
We've had the opportunity to talk to some other coaches.
Danger.
Opportunity there for the Rams.
Yep. Get your bingo cards ready because it came to me. This is going to be Irish Mickey Ward against Arturo Gotti. This is going to go all night long.
The trilogy, all
The
three?
trilogy.
Okay, just want to make
But
sure.
this could be 1, 2, or 3 because they all
Okay.
went the distance.
Yeah. The Fighter, by the way?
That was
good
the
movie.
movie. That was the movie.
Good movie.
Yes. The documentary about those fights is worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I wanted to.
Got the wheels turning?
Yeah, it was the analogy of what this feels like. It's going to go back and forth, back and forth, back. Again, this is Desert Vista's biggest strength. They can put perfect balls into these spaces, and they're going to go at them like hungry wolves.
Shinohara, and coming out to make the play there is the Rams keeper, Aris Mendy, first team Central Region this year. Both these teams play in a Central Region, but for Washington it's in 5A.
Yep.
Desert Vista in 6A. Well, the NFHS Network is pleased to introduce digital downloads to our high school sports coverage. Just click the blue digital copy box directly under the event video player to buy a copy of tonight's match. The NFHS Network, we are high school.
Yeah, both these teams have. It's like their energy right now is relentless. It's really nice to watch. It's not the prettiest of soccer right now, but it's relentless. They're going for it. What a pass.
Here comes the Rams once again.
Oh, it just hit off the wrong side of his foot.
Yeah, and Washington's looking for a corner. Yeah, that was
Just off the wrong side. That was. But you know what? That's how Washington scores their goals. Just when you think they don't have anything going, the ball finds a Washington player's foot, quick shot, bang, goal.
That was Angel Villalba, the junior.
Ooh,
Chipping it into the box.
that was,
aggressive play, smart
Yeah.
play right there.
didn't overhit it.
Terrell.
But boy, I'll tell you, Chris, we're into our fourth game and they've been all entertaining.
Yeah,
It's
been a great day here at
Yeah.
Mesa High School and night for that matter.
yeah. And again, hats off to all the staff here at Mesa High,
Yeah.
you know, putting this on.
David Kleka, the athletic director here at Mesa, former athletic director at Desert Vista.
Yep.
You know, you got TJ Hagan, the boys soccer coach here for the Jackrabbits, and just really appreciate the support and hospitality that they've
right.
given us here all morning, day, and night.
Yes.
So we thought we might get TJ Hagan to join us here in the first half. Might have to shoot him a message maybe.
Yeah. We got to get
see
TJ
where he's at.
back up here in the booth, spread some knowledge and love that he
Yeah.
has. You know, in the second half here, the one thing I might say as a coach is, hey, boys, let's trust our training a little bit more and know that let's have a little more composure on the ball. So many of us are just smacking it, kicking it, smacking it, kicking it. Can we bring the ball down and connect a pass? Bring the ball down, connect a pass. There's so many times, you know, these like the testosterone in these kids take over, and it's just like this. It's just like a reflex to just go, and it's,
Along those lines, I
the
mean,
impulsivity.
yeah, I mean, you won a state championship at Corona del Sol. I mean, what was it like to be just kind of sitting around for so long before your match and just trying to not get overly, you know, worked up, and then you burn unnecessary energy just waiting for the game to start?
Yeah, we were talking before this, and we had such a great memory of we were at Campo Verde, and the prior two games had gone into overtime, so we were about an hour backed up, and the guys were kicking the ball in the garbage cans and Josh Von Allwarden's putting his shin guards on and straight tape on his legs.
What's
But
that all about?
we walked on to our warm up on the practice fields on the other side of the stadium at Campo with nothing but confidence that night, and I don't think there was anything that was going to break the belief in those Aztecs that night.
Get it done. 2010
Yeah.
state champions.
15 years ago seems like it was only like 6. But I digress. You know, Desert Vista has a set of forwards that Washington is doing a really, really good job of keeping tight. They've got a set of forwards. One, Jadine Ruby, who's a speedster. He's also on the track and football team at Desert Vista.
Wow.
Yeah, and I say that because he was a player for me at Corona and transferred over to Desert Vista.
Here come the Rams.
And again, they're doing a great job of containing that speed, that pace, not allowing to get their wheels going. Here's a really good opportunity here. And again, look at all the space. Look at Desert Vista's back is turned. Can we get a defender running in front? You're going to get the ball at the 30-yard line here.
Brian Perez to take the free kick here for Washington. 11.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. We were scoreless between Washington and Desert Vista.
Keep it in.
Perez going to track it down. Try again.
That's dangerous.
Boy, a beautiful ball. Big collision in the box. And coming up to make the play is Terrell.
Yeah, that's
a great ball.
And that's a great ball. And again, like I think the referee did a great thing right there. I think all players were going for the ball. And again, this is a championship game. If you don't go for the ball, shame on you. And so again, the goalie goes for it at 100%. Washington's going at 100%. No one was malicious there, Chris. It was just
playing
pure,
the ball.
It was playing the ball, you know. And again, sometimes it looked uglier than probably what it was.
Yeah.
And again, you know, don't forget, most of these kids are made of rubber until they turn about 40.
You think they're rubber for that long?
No. I felt like I was. But and no, you got to put it on the ground. Yep. And I think the referee made a really good call right there in terms of giving the goalkeeper an opportunity. Just give me a few seconds here to get my
to reset.
To reset, get my bearings, because I fell pretty hard there.
Yeah, it's like the catcher catching a foul tip. Umpire will come out and get the ball to the pitcher. He might clean home plate, take his time before the catcher has to get back into position.
Mm-hmm. What I really like too, again, this is difficult because you haven't seen a lot of substitutions for Washington, nor Desert Vista for that matter. I think Desert Vista has 3 or 4 subs that Trent Elliott likes to use throughout the match. And again, going this deep into the playoffs, you know who those subs are. You kind of have an idea what those minutes look like, where you're going to put them. But my point is, I haven't seen the depth of Washington too much. What some footwork from that goalkeeper.
Yes.
Nice. But my point is, Washington does a great job of when there's pressing triggers, moving bodies up. This is dangerous.
Here comes Washington on the attack.
Top of the 18, they couldn't get his footwork right.
Yeah.
That was delightful. That build-up.
But again, the Rams continue to play on their front foot.
Yes. And again, that's great understanding of the Washington players knowing I'm not in a great position to strike this ball, but I'm going to appear like I do, and I'm just going to leave it. You know, maybe the next person behind me running on. We talked about the trailer in basketball.
Yes.
I don't have a good shot. Just leave it.
Yeah.
Just leave it. Just leave it. And they did a great job. Unfortunately, the guy at the top of the box got his steps wrong.
And you got the trailer coming up. He's moving, momentum
Yep.
going forward, and he's got a clear goal of,
Yep.
of view
Division.
of the frame. Yes.
Yep.
The keeper for Washington, he wanted that last ball there. He wanted that ball played back to him instead of giving Desert Vista an opportunity for the throw in here.
Yeah.
And no, Thunder, oh wow.
And that's Carlos Arizamendi, right? Correct? Again, if I can give Carlos some credit, I mean, he's playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Yes.
And you can tell when a player has confidence and they're relaxed. By the ball he played, that was difficult, but he knew where it wanted to go. It had intention. He's ready to move.
And one more thing about Washington, they are the first school out of the 8 that have been here to bring their cheerleaders.
That's correct. Kudos to Washington. Great
Yeah,
idea.
Bringing the cheerleaders here for
Bring
the big
Bring everything.
Boys Open State Championship.
And you talked about the road to where Washington has come to get here.
Yeah.
And in terms of battle tested, they're down in San Luis, and they go down to 10 men at the start of the second half, then go into double overtime, then beat them in PKs. Like, talk about that mindset that goes through those young men. Hey, I want this more than anything right now. I don't know if Desert Vista has that same great play right here.
Yeah.
Good. It brings Desert Vista out, stretches them a little bit if they can find the space.
And now they're going to have a throw in.
But again, as this game goes, you know, body shot after body shot after body shot, and then all of a sudden you take one on the chin. Can you get up quick and can you react from it? We know Washington can.
They've been there.
They've been there.
Going to be a goal kick here for DV. Five and a half minutes remaining here in the first half. There's a foot race.
Yeah.
DV's going to win it.
Yeah, see, these are the players. This is one of the other players that they're doing a great job just keeping.
Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Thunder. There's the cross. Nobody home.
there, yeah.
Under 5 minutes remaining.
You know, and when Desert Vista reviews this tape, the one thing I've always told, and again, I just my opinion, but when you get a ball that deep into the corner and you're a defender opposite side of the field, when that ball is driven that deep into the corner, and you have an opportunity for another defender to fly into that zone where the ball got played and no one was there, you have to take that. That's courage. You know you had 3 defenders versus 2. Take that chance, go forward. Because even if you don't get it and you take a shot on goal, you still have players that can recover for you. This is dangerous.
Yeah, here comes the Thunder
tough touch.
again.
Thank you so much.
Ooh,
Oh,
whipped
the
in,
nice
whipped
ball
in
over
good,
the
yeah.
box.
What ball control some of these
Wow.
guys have.
Amazing.
Nice tackle.
Wow. Did they call the foul?
Well, and again, you might have an opportunity here where if you go through the back of a player to get the ball, and again, I didn't quite see it, but it seemed like if he had gone through the back of the player's ankles, that would have been a foul, even though it timed it right, and that was a tough tackle. Again, it could have gone either way, but I think from the referee's decision was he got body and ball.
You're right.
So you can get ball then body, but you can't get body then ball.
Yeah. It was Caleb Ackerson was the player that went down for DV. So here we go. Free kick, basically like a corner. Ball is loose.
That's dangerous.
Oh my goodness.
Hayden
Quest, yeah. Almost a nonchalant boot in the box. And
yeah, no,
it
that
was trouble.
That had intention on it. That had eyes on it.
Oh yeah.
And again, like your top players, Chris, they've got this ability to kind of create in moments where you don't really see anything, and they just kind of have this moment of inspiration. That's a handball. He didn't call it, but he kept his. Oh, he did call it. I'm sorry.
There you go.
The Washington fans are so.
They're attentive.
They're attentive, and they made sure. Hey, listen, referee, you've got a whistle. Use it.
So with the free kick here is
minute 30.
Pedro Morcacho.
I like that.
Yeah, great ball. Just over 1 minute remaining here in the first half. We're scoreless.
Yeah, as this first half comes to a close, I really think that Washington has had a little bit of the upper hand, but again, Desert Vista can strike at any moment on a set play, whether if it's a corner kick, throw-in, something.
And it's going to be a throw-in here for the Thunder, 30 seconds remaining. DV will take their time here, getting the ball in play. Try to let that clock run down. Ten seconds remaining. And it is halftime here in the boys Open Division State Championship match. The number 2 seed, Desert Vista, and the number 5 seed, Washington, scoreless through 40 minutes. When we come back, we'll get you set for the second half right here on the NFHS Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember you can pick up your official AIA Soccer State Championship merchandise at the Petware merchandise booth located on site today, or online at shop.azprep365.com. Souvenirs include shirts featuring today's teams printed on the back. You'll find the perfect gift for the athlete in your family or yourself. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors today, like United Rentals, a big thing.
All runners are different, and we're here for everyone. The beginners, everydayers, once-in-a-whilers, the treadmillers, track goers, and trailblazers. For every mile, marathon, stretch, and stride, we're here for gearing up and having fun. All the ways you run, all budgets, all at Academy. Have fun out there.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid's solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You saying I did?
Yeah!
Come on! What's wrong with you?
Bob, you sure bears know how to play softball?
Bruce, these bears know how to do a lot of things. I can barely handle the suspense.
Just watch the game.
She eats at Black Bear Diner.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner.
Car wreck, check. Motorcycle wreck, check. Truck wreck, check. Bicycle wreck, check. UFO wreck, what? In a wreck, you need a check. Call Lerner and Road today.
And welcome back, everybody, as we get set for the second half of the Boys Open Division State Championship game. Scoreless between Washington and Desert Vista. Chris Harris here along with Dan Salas, and happy to be rejoined now by Mesa Boys head coach T.J. Hagan. And Dan, start off with you, and we'll start off with the Washington side.
Yep.
What do you think the message was from Adam Roberts to his Rams team?
Again, I want to make sure I'm preaching confidence. Hey, you guys are here for a reason. Stay focused. Everything I can to reassure my boys they're okay. This is what we expected. Stay on the same course, right? Have courage, have pride in everything you do for the next 40 minutes.
And then you look at the Desert Vista side, and head coach Trent Elliott. What's the message to his Thunder team?
Yeah, it's going to be let's take care of our opportunities on set plays better. We're kind of a little stale in our movement during those set plays, and we're too predictable. I want to have something again to get Hayden Quest all by himself for a shot or a header, but we're not doing it right. That's not the Desert Vista way.
And again, joined by T.J. Hagan, the head coach for the Mesa High Jackrabbits. Finished up his 29th season. What have you seen here in the first 40 minutes?
Two different styles of game for sure. Desert Vista is a very big and go deep ball team. They like that set piece. They like to play the ball through. They like to see if they can get, the long balls in there. Washington is a more technical, not that Desert Vista is not technical, but definitely a lot more. They rely on their technical ability, playing the ball through little quick movements. You can see, I was on the sideline for the first half, and a lot of great little touches from their forwards. Their outside back, number 6 over here, he's a good little player. Got a lot of nice little touches. Has played the ball down the right wing a lot. So I think that's what Washington's been trying to do, is trying to maintain possession and find through balls, and then they've had a couple of different chances, a couple of decent chances.
Trouble here. Thunder an opportunity.
Great save.
Yeah.
But we've talked about that goalkeeper. He's made a couple of really good decisions, both with his hands and with his feet.
Yeah, it's Carlos Arizmendi.
Definitely a very, very technical type of goalkeeper save with that kick save right there.
Yeah.
And a beauty.
Absolutely. Kick save and a beauty. Yeah, this game's going to come down to, I think, who scores the first goal. It really does.
That might do it.
I think that's all that. I think that's what's been happening all day. I mean, it's been a great day of games so far.
Mm-hmm.
This game is not disappointing, obviously. I think both soccer fans are in for a great finish here in this last 40
Dangerous
minutes.
goal.
Oh, my goodness.
Great defending.
Great job by the defender. Oh, my goodness.
Chris, that's the third time today.
Yes.
3 different games.
And that's Desert Vista's MO. They're that big ball. Let's see if we can knock it in there and see what we can get out of it.
That was the freshman Junior Moreno making the save.
And TJ,
keeping it a scoreless match.
TJ, one thing I was talking to the Washington coach before the game is he said, yeah, they're big. We got to make sure we defend their set plays. And one thing I always told the Corona boys again was you've got to match their intensity going forward in the set play. It's got to be overboard. You have to get to that first ball defending, or else they'll get you.
We call it sell out. Our players have to sell out.
Yeah. Everything
in the air, lay out everything on the line. It's like this play is going to finalize a win or a loss. If you can clear it, if you can defend it well enough, that's exactly it. So, but Washington right now, look at the possession. They're trying to knock the ball around, and I think that's again what they're really, really good at, and their quickness. But the size of Desert Vista is just knocking them around the ball a lot.
Yeah,
throwing for the Rams.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, and how about the Rams trying to make themselves feel comfortable with the purple shorts here?
Absolutely.
At Mesa High.
Absolutely. It fits in the end zones in the middle of the field for sure. A lot of purple. We're used to seeing that a lot here.
Oh, yeah.
No, this has been a great game so far. Like I said, zeros into the second half, and I think it's going to come down to that one chance, that one chance if somebody can finish.
Set plays.
Yep, set plays. It is.
Set plays.
Corners or the free kick service in.
Yeah. Shinohara.
Oh.
And those, unfortunately, you can't waste them. You
No,
can't waste
you
those.
can't.
You have to play a ball in the box, whether the goalie picks it up, can clear it out, or they head it away. If you don't give yourself a chance, it's just a wasted play. So it's unfortunate.
And again, I put that on the same thing as don't lose the game moments. Like, that's an opportunity. Those are losing the game moments. And you just talked about, hey, these are defining moments. You only have a set number of those defining moments to make a play.
For sure. And against, obviously, these are the two top teams in the state tonight. You can't make those mistakes. A good team will take care of it.
How about the boot from the cheerleader down there for Washington?
That's awesome. I love the fact that Washington, they have a huge crowd here tonight.
Yeah, huge.
I think it's one of those things where their community is seeing that these kids are putting out such a great product, and they have a chance to do something special. The stands are packed.
Yeah, the
I was even
support has
told,
been tremendous.
I was told by somebody else, like, you better open up the other side. I said, no, I think we'll be okay, but yeah, it's getting pretty packed. And the fact that they have cheerleaders here, that's really cool, that they're willing to come here and cheer on their team, obviously.
Yeah.
So what has it been like for the second straight year to host all the big school state championships here at Mesa High School?
So last year, again, the 6A title game was a 0-0, go to penalty kicks.
Yeah.
We're 0-0 this game. It's very possible we're going to go to penalty kicks. The last game of the girls' game went to overtime with a great goal to win it. And
Lainey
at
Swanson.
the very last dying seconds of the first overtime, again, the earlier game, the 2-0 Shadow Ridge Perry was amazing.
It was a great ball into the box there.
And again, here's another one of those defining moments. Can Washington find a way? They're obviously a lot shorter, but finding a way to sneak in there, get a guy underneath somehow, get somebody to miss it, just knock the ball in.
It's going to be Carlos Torres to take the corner here for Washington. About 6.5 minutes into the second half, we're scoreless between Washington and Desert Vista. Chris Harris with Dan Salas, and joined by Mesa head coach TJ Hagan. Big opportunity here for the Rams.
That's a good ball.
Oof.
Keeper's been very active in the first half. He had a really great save up in the air and kind of got undercut. I don't think anything was malicious or dangerous in that necessarily. This one, again, he's been very active and very aggressive. They obviously called a foul for that one, but or is it just a goal kick? Nope, they're calling a goal kick. But that's great to see. You need a great goalkeeper to win a title. You really do.
Great.
Coach, you had one. I mean, you had a great one in yours.
Yep.
Bersano. Carson Pretty last year for Perry.
Yes.
Yes.
There's a certain sense of confidence and calmness your defenders play with. This is dangerous. And again, when you have that, as a coach too, you're like, nah, we're good.
Yep.
That ball's going across, and if you don't get them, if you don't get them off their spot, they're just going to stand there and control their 6-yard box all night long.
Throw in for DV.
And again, for me, TG, I said, can Washington keep up this tempo? I don't know how deep their bench is at this quality.
Right.
And so, again, it's nice that they're fast, they're fast, they're tempo. But when we get into less than 15 minutes of this match, is there going to be the one player that's just starting to dip and switch off? And again, it's that moment, bang, and DV gets you.
They've had a couple of nice little plays. Here
we go, yeah.
Oh.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
You look at a shot like that from 30 yards out, and you're thinking, why do it? But that's why you do it, because you got a deflection, you got something happening, you got a little screen in the box somewhere, and that's exactly what happens. The keeper's coming out for the ball, and he misjudges it because it gets deflected. So,
TJ, back in one of our conversations along the years, one of the things you mentioned to me, and I really liked it, and I grabbed it, is you put a premium on shots on goal. And you're a stat guy, and you percentages. What do you think about what's your philosophy behind that? And I know you told me something at one point.
Great opportunity, really quick though, for Washington with the corner. And it's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, go ahead and answer Dan's question.
Obviously, you can't score if you don't shoot.
Right.
So there's the start of it. You want to have a quality shot. You want to put something on frame that's going to have a chance, that has some pace behind it, that has, that has an angle somewhere. You're trying to hit side or upper V or whatever it is. But getting the shots off, if you're not shooting, you're just going to give your chance to score, and you don't give yourself a chance to win the game. And there have been way too many opportunities, throughout my career where our team has lost games because we wouldn't shoot. And, I don't know what it is, if it's a case of everybody thinks they got to get a better shot or a perfect shot, but sometimes the best goals come off of the wildest shots. That was a great opportunity that Washington had. So, absolutely. This is getting more intense as we go.
Yeah.
And we got a long time to go. 30 minutes is still a lot of playing. So anything is possible. And here we go once again. Washington controlling the ball, possessing.
My goodness.
There's an example of one that maybe he doesn't want to hit that way. But, he had some big eyes. It probably looked like he's a defender. He's thinking, hey, I'm going to give it a shot, too. We just had that there.
There's a reason why you're a defender, son.
Yep.
But how many times have both you and I said, wait, what you do? And it goes, oh, man. And he gets a hold of it.
Yep.
And it hits a screamer, and you're like, I knew he could do it.
Plenty of times this year I've said, what are we shooting? Oh, okay, that was a great shot. What's he doing? Oh, there it was.
You know what? Makes you a good coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me look good for sure.
Exactly.
See, I like Desert Vista's defense right here. They get back, they're organized, they're marking. Washington is trying to possess the ball, but they got to bring it outside. They're 30, 40 yards away, and it's not as easy.
Yeah. Not able to get on top of it.
And I was saying that part of the keys of the game at the beginning is that you've got Hayden Quest, who's a deep playmaker. I described him like Pirlo did. So much of Desert Vista's game revolves around his motion, and you see like how deep he stays. He's not like your typical high school kid that likes to hey, I'm gonna run up and create that space between my defensive line. And so he's so tactically smart moving around the field.
Yeah, and that's what you need from your top players. From your top players, if they know where they're at, where they're supposed to go, picking the right times. Going back to what just happened, that keeper save and then the punt, he made it to the other 18 basically, giving Desert Vista this opportunity.
Yeah.
Again, another chance. Not sure that was on his best foot, but it's a great ball.
Nice ball. Aggressive play made there once again by Arizmendi.
Again, two really good goalkeeper plays so far in both halves.
And going back to players that you have when they're disciplined and they're structured and they have that whereabouts on the field, it helps the other players to know, hey, where am I going right now? Because the spacing and the balance is predicated on I can turn around and I know where that guy's going to be. And they make a lot of other lesser players look good by just their knowledge of where the space is.
And that's actually one of the reasons why Desert Vista has been such a program, such a quality program over the years.
They always have that kid.
They know their play, they know their tactics, they know their positioning, and they know their system. And then they have those kids that just are really great players. And I think that's what defines most really good programs. They know their system. We'll talk. Our program, we know our system.
Right.
We don't try to play out of it. We don't try to play somebody else's system. Corona played a specific system. You guys had a certain style play.
Right.
You have to adjust at times for, sometimes play. But Washington, they're not changing the way they play. They're playing with possession. They're going to try and possess the ball. Desert Vista is going to play their style, for sure.
Well, it's been good enough to make their way to the Open Division State Championship match. Why change now?
You can't knock it, and you don't want to change now because then you don't know what you're getting. So, for sure, you play what you got, and you make the other team try to play your style, and you force them to do what you can do if you can.
Give me a throw in here for DV.
Yeah, make them uncomfortable.
Shinohara.
And then, you play these long throws, and you play these set pieces into the box because a handball, a trip, a foul, a push, something can happen. And you don't want to see a final, the state final, the two best teams in the state ending or being decided on a penalty kick. But those happen. Those absolutely happen. And, you know, so of course, throwing the ball in the box, you know, you got some people who might disagree with it. And
it's effective.
It's absolutely. You give yourself a chance. That's why you try to dribble into the box. You get yourself that opportunity. Try to play those free kicks into the box.
And we talk about it all the time. You put that ball in the box, people have to make decisions.
Yes.
And sometimes they don't make the correct decision, gives you an opportunity.
That is a great point.
Yep.
That's an absolute perfect point, because those decisions, these are high school kids. And although they're really good high school kids, they don't always make the best decision. And sometimes it's just unfortunate, but here's a great opportunity for Washington's speed. But their guys are just really big in the back. That's a really nice touch and a turn out of there on defense. And here comes the counter.
Oh, yes. He gave it away.
They stopped it. Yep.
Ooh, another giveaway.
And now we're going to have a foul called.
Oh, they'll play quick?
Yeah, there you go. Quick shot.
That was another one of those 25-yarders, 30-yarders. It's a great hit. You might give it a shot, give it a chance. It's tough because, again, the Desert Vista keeper is just so good that unless he's going to hit it to the side or in the top corner, it's not going to be as effective. But give it a chance. Give it a go.
Yeah. Yep. And again, I've been up here talking for multiple times. When you have these restarts, these set plays that are 30, 40, 50 yards away, TJ, sometimes you have to understand the defense is going to drop their head and turn around.
Yep.
Play that quick ball, and you might have 2 seconds, and the parents aren't even knowing what's going on.
Yep.
And it might not be a shot, but it could be a through ball.
Something effective. Absolutely.
But it has to be intentional, and you have to have players with whereabouts, and they go, let's go.
This free kick will be a really interesting one because he's in far enough that he can drop the ball inside the penalty area. Keeper's off his line, about 4 yards off his line.
Quest.
It's a great dirty ball. Things looked a little chippy in the box there for a moment. Player ran into the keeper after his save, and then they got a little tangled up, it looked like. We'll just call it that.
They were just, again, like Chris and I like to say, what are you doing after the game? Do you want to meet at IHOP?
What are we doing for dinner?
Absolutely. Somewhere in between Ahwatukee and Phoenix. They're going to meet somewhere there. Have a good little dinner and a good chat about the game and about the great season these two teams had.
It's going to be.
This is amazing with the fact that we have a 5A and a 6A team in here.
Yeah.
In this open, I mean, obviously it's the first year it's ever happened, but.
And this is why it's kind of created two best teams.
Absolutely. And that's what it was. You know, the two 5A teams in the quarterfinals with Campo and Washington, and then of course, the other 6A, South Point, deserved to be there probably as well. But these are the two best right now tonight.
Well, all South Point did was just win their 5th straight state title and 12th overall.
That's amazing. And
Wolfgang kind of knows what he's doing down there at South Point Catholic.
He knows a few things about soccer, and he's got some great players. He's done a great job down there. He's the dean of soccer in the state of Arizona for sure. And actually, I was going to talk real quick about Adam Roberts from Washington.
Yes.
He's been around a long time. I just asked him before he came up. I said, hey, we'll talk after the game. Focus on what you got to do tonight. Congratulations on making this far. Good luck tonight. I said, we got to find out how many wins you got, because I said you've got to have close to 400, 350, 400 wins himself. So they've had some great programs at Washington, too.
Look at this ball.
They've won a title.
Look at this ball.
Oh.
Was that Quest?
That was Quest.
I think he just got turned the wrong way. He couldn't get a good look at the goal, and it just knocked off his head over the goal.
Yep.
Yeah, Washington, this is their 3rd ever trip into the state championship match. The first 2 times they made it, they won both of them.
There we go. Interesting question then. Is it 3rd time's a charm still, or is it the other way around? But right now, like I said, 20 minutes left in the game. Great accomplishment getting these two teams there.
The other, I guess, title question I have, has Desert Vista ever made it to the state championship and lost?
Desert Vista?
I want to say
twice.
Yeah.
2008 and 2013.
That's right.
Who'd they lose to in 2008?
Brophy.
Was that Brophy?
Yep. And then 13.
Team was Hamilton?
13. 13 was when they had, do you remember the short little blonde-haired boy?
I don't remember.
Oh, my gosh. But he scored a diving header from the top of the 18. I don't know if you remember that. That was at ASU.
I don't remember, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
Tom Efforting. You guys keep going.
Yeah, it was, I forget his name, and he was the most influential player on the field that night. And he played like a defensive midfielder role for Desert Vista. And it was unbelievable, his motor that night. And and again, that was the Raboska days. So it was like you're playing not only against the Desert Vista kids, but the mind of Raboska.
Absolutely.
And so it was one of those.
2013 was Brophy.
Yep.
Okay. So it was both times they lost to Brophy.
Yeah, it was 2-0 in 2013.
Yeah.
Mark Kelly was the head coach.
So, okay. And they lost the other, okay.
The other one was, what did we say, 2008?
Yep.
And in that year, it was Brophy again.
Yep.
And Mark Kelly was the head coach of Brophy that year as well.
One of those years is when they had Temi Molinar.
Yes, I remember that name.
Yeah, Temi Molinar played it.
Oh my goodness!
Great save. Yeah. Great save. Amazing save by the keeper right there.
Well, we're past the midway point here of the second half, and we are still scoreless in the first ever boys Open Division State Championship match. Scoreless between Washington and Desert Vista.
We talk about at Mesa. We talk about weathering the storm.
Yes.
When you're getting suffer, deal with it. And right now Washington is suffering.
Yep.
And they're just dealing with it. If they can suffer for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it takes, there's that chance that Desert Vista gets a little complacent. Maybe they get a little tired. And Washington.
Here we go. Opportunity for the Rams. And it's going to flick it into the goal. The Washington Rams strike first. And it is number 8, Pablo Borcacho, the senior captain, Central Region Player of the Year. And the Washington strikes first. And the Rams faithful are on their feet.
This is what high school soccer should be. This right here, these fans are going absolutely crazy. It's unbelievable. You know, like it was just, I guess, dumb luck that I just said that if they could weather the storm. And there it is, one play. Just found it right behind them. That's a great finish. That's a very clinical finish by a player for just the touch. Because it's really easy to miss that. Really easy to hit it over the keeper and over the bar. And Desert Vista grouping up right now in the middle of the field, calming each other down. 18 minutes is a long time to play.
It's an eternity.
And once again, it's a ball where the keeper had to make a decision. What do I do on this ball?
Those decisions.
100%.
And it came right, 30 seconds after the save from the other end? I mean, that's what it is. It's the moment the keeper makes the save, the punt away, ball gets knocked out, somehow they weather it, and find a goal. That's awesome. And I don't expect anything less from Desert Vista right now. They got 6 players on the line ready to go, looking to probably play the ball long and keep playing that big long ball.
How about the beautiful touch from Borcacho on that ball?
Remember,
absolutely.
And I know TJ will agree with this. There are goal scorers, and then there are goal scorers.
Yeah.
And that's those moments where that kid, as soon as he saw the ball, he already knew what he was going to do with it. As soon as he broke through, if I get this ball, this is what it's going to feel like.
First touch,
got it.
And
calm and under control going into that play as well.
Absolutely. And obviously we got a long way to go before the end of the game, but obviously if that could be the one goal that matters, it's an unbelievable championship game winner if it holds up. But
so
Desert
now,
Vista do not count them out. They're in the box. They're given chances.
Boy, that ball goes right across the box and now into the net. And Desert Vista, just like that, responds with the goal and has tied up the game. Unbelievable.
Jadine Ruby. Yep. Jadine Ruby.
Put the ball in the box, give yourself a chance. That's all it was.
Yep.
And Dan, you talk about it all the time. It's the fives.
It's the 3 5s. The first 5 minutes of the game, after a goal, and the first 5 minutes of the second half. Those are the 3 prominent 5-minute mark.
The best coaches preach that, because that's exactly what it is. The best coaches preach that the next 5 are the most important 5, because if you give up your momentum that you have, that's just unfortunate for Washington. But give Desert Vista the credit. Obviously, give Desert Vista the credit. They put it on him immediately. They're just going at him, attack, big ball, get it down there, put it in the box. Give yourself a chance. That's exactly what they gave themselves. Put the ball across, and I think all of us looked at it going, oh, that's going wide. And JD found a way to knock the ball upper top above the keeper.
Yeah.
I think if he hits that any lower, keeper makes a save.
Yeah.
Gives you an idea about the character of this Thunder team.
They're one of the best for a reason. Obviously, their program has been successful for so many years because of such things like that. So, but it just adds to the excitement. The last 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Why stop now?
Right.
No.
Let's go.
That's right. Chris, you said you got all night, so we're going to do it.
You said you got 4 more matches in you. So
I could.
At the rate you're going.
We need to make sure that the lights stay on. That's what we need to make sure the lights don't go off too soon.
Klecko, you listening?
Right.
There's a race down the right side.
Late foul.
Yeah.
Quickly get you caught up in the other championship matches. In the girls 2A, Scottsdale Prep beat SCA 5-3. In the 3As, it was Benjamin Franklin beating Seton Catholic 2-0. The 4As, it was Sal Point beating Prescott 1-0. Chaparral, AZ College Prep, the Firebirds, Robin Carlson get it done once again. Desert Vista gets the win over Pinnacle. That was the first match of the day for us here. And then in the first ever Girls Open Division Championship, it was Xavier winning their 5th straight state title by a score of 2-1. And then on the boys' side, in the 2As, it was Phoenix Country Day beating Trivium Prep 4-2. In the 3A, Gilbert Christian getting it done against Yuma Catholic. In the 4A, Sal Point 7, Scottsdale Saguaro 2, the 5th in a row for the Lancers, 12th overall for Wolfgang. And Sunrise Mountain and Independence in the 5A, they are playing right now as well. In the 6A, Shadow Ridge, Perry. Shadow Ridge, the first ever state championship in school history, boys or girls, and that snapped a run of 2 straight for Perry. And that's all the finals we have so far here in the 2025 AIA high school soccer season, and what a season it has been.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're Washington, how do you get that short-term memory and get back at it again?
Yeah.
Not let that bother you.
Make a play here.
Oh my goodness.
Just ran right into the goalie. That's a good call. But that's exactly what you got to start doing. Throwing balls at the net.
Yep.
Give yourself a chance. Maybe the ball deflects off their own player. Maybe the ball deflects off your player. Find a way to get a goal. I think that's what Desert Vista is going to end up starting to do too. So
Yeah.
I think both teams are going to start throwing balls to the net.
And what I like to preach again is like the most important part of set plays is the service. And so many times, Chris, we've seen the game in and game out is these balls just kind of lofted, and they're hopeful balls. But when you got a message on that ball and it's got some tempo, it's got some pace, it just doesn't take much of a deflection or a redirection. But you just lob a ball up there sometimes, it just kind of lends to the defense attacking it easier.
Absolutely, that's a great point, Dan, because you give yourself a chance with a ball with purpose.
Yeah.
You put a ball with purpose into the box, having an idea of what you want to do with it, you get a chance.
Yeah, let the pace of the ball do the work for you.
Just as we say this, here's an opportunity here for Desert Vista.
And it's a great spot for this service.
Yeah, Caleb Ackerson gets fouled. Calm on the ball, a little aggressive from Washington. And right now, again, you got Shin O'Hara that's going to serve in. He's got that dangerous left-footed in-swinger. And again, it goes in, and then it's going to come out right at the point where he's going to put it. He's going to put this right on the penalty spot. Watch this. Watch how dangerous, again, Hayden Quest is. He's a good timer of the ball. There it is.
Great ball.
Oh, he jumped over it.
I think one of them, I think the one who ran in front of the other one behind,
Threw his timing off.
yeah, just threw his timing off, thinking maybe he wasn't going to get it, and then by the time he saw it, it was too late.
Great ball though by Shinohara.
Both chances, both dangerous opportunities.
14 minutes remaining here in the second half, tied at 1.
It's interesting. I don't think both teams have made very many subs.
No.
I don't think, they're I don't know how much deeper their bench is. I don't know what they're going with. Every team has their idea of who stays on, even if they're tired. Who's better at 70% than.
Wow.
And again, here's the technical ability of Washington.
Nice move there by Villalba.
Great touch.
Ooh. And if I'm going to describe their technical ability, the differences, and TJ made that a point. It's like it's not that Desert Vista's not technical. It's almost that Washington is unorthodoxly technical.
Yes.
You see in flicks and chips and back heels, but they've been doing that since they were 8, 9 years old.
Yep.
And where Desert Vista has been like a classically coached tactical skill, where this is like, hey, do what you need to do to get the ball 5 feet.
Quest reading the ball really well there,
Yeah.
like you said earlier, just knowing where to be at the right spot at the right time.
And that's Quest now.
That's a great job by the Washington defender to not give up a corner. Obviously, you don't want to give up a throw-in, but I think they're more dangerous on their corners.
Yeah. I don't think their throwing is going as far as the Perry boy, Jacoby
No.
Franklin. Yeah. Just going to dump that one and reset.
How about we just keep the ball at our feet, TJ?
Yep.
Just put the ball down.
Get it down. Keep it on the floor.
Are you going to turn it with your chest? Just put it on the ground, kiddo.
Right now, the last 10 minutes, 11 minutes of the game here, it's going to be which team doesn't give up fouls. Like we said, the set piece opportunities, the big long balls. If you can avoid fouls, that's going to be beneficial to your last 10 minutes of the game.
Nope.
Let's go, Ref! Let's go, Ref!
I was going to say, the Rams just need to get that ball out of there.
Yeah.
Right now, that's what they're playing. It looks like they're playing very, very defensive. They don't have anybody up the top. It was 4 defensive players for Desert Vista right there with nobody around on that clearance. Therein again is the technical ability of Desert Vista, a different kind of technical ability.
Yeah.
They were looking for that through ball.
Yep.
That through ball right there that they had the score on the first time.
And he was checking into the space instead of going. Yep.
Shinohara hobbling a little bit.
Yeah.
Coming up.
And again, I don't know if this is the case or if it's just maybe a psychological, doing what you can to survive right now, to suffer a little bit more, because if they can weather these moments, I think they'll be okay. But we'll go back to the sub situation and the fitness of Washington. They move so fast and they want all this energy. Are they starting to
feel it?
To feel it, that spark, that jump is not necessarily, and again, here's another dangerous ball.
Shinohara. Oh my.
Really great play by Quest to head it backwards. To play it back towards the penalties area.
That's it.
You got a foot race.
Ooh.
Rams with an opportunity.
Get in the box.
Yep. Got to throw numbers forward if you can have a chance.
Nice pass.
Let's get possession right here.
Yeah. Sometimes, and again, this is.
Ooh. Here we go.
Oh.
Wide.
Again, there was the Washington technical ability. The playing the ball on the feet, switching the field, looking to play that through ball to the backside. Really nice play right there. Give them a great opportunity.
Yeah, that was a good sequence. And what I've been saying is, if it's like an immature kind of habit, but every time a kid gets the ball, they want to go forward. And sometimes it's like, no, the space isn't forward. The space is wide. To the side of you, to wide of you, behind you. And you've got to manipulate the ball to draw the defenders apart.
Ooh. Nice ball.
Yep.
Opportunity here for Washington. Villalba. Boy, look at that DV defense.
Swarming defense. And now you got a 1v1.
What a terrific job that was by Pedro Morquecho. Able to get the throw in out of that.
Again, I think what we're seeing tonight with this is the fact that there's some great soccer in Arizona. We've got 5A, 4A, 6A, all have top teams that are able to play with each other. You know, I don't know if you can say that about some of the other sports. You know, I don't know if the best team in 4A football has the chance to hang with the 6A football team. And with soccer, it's a different animal. It's a different sport. It's a different type of atmosphere. But some of these schools have some of the best players and best programs, and it doesn't matter what conference they're in.
No.
We lost to a 5A Campo Verde, who was talented as all could be. You know, Sal Point should have been one of the top teams in the state this year. They ran into a great team in Sunnyside. So this is great to see. We have one of the best in 6A against one of the best in 5A right now. It's great for soccer.
And the credit to some of these. It doesn't matter what level you're at, because the quality of coaching at those programs is just so consistent. You know, and again, some of these parents that drink the Kool-Aid and say, hey, high school is not what club is. When you get some of these individuals like yourself taking care of your child because you care more about that kid than anything else at that moment is so unsaid. And you get, coaches like like Roberts, that Adam Roberts, that's been there for so long.
Yeah.
You know, how many,
Wow. It's a great little touch.
Right?
It's a great little touch. Again, the technical ability.
Here we
and
go.
This is the outside back.
Beautiful ball back. Oh, my
just couldn't get enough on the shot.
Yep.
Just couldn't get enough on it. But that's again, number 6, this outside back over here, making a run up. And he's been doing that. The first half, I was on the other side watching it, and he did a great job over there. That was a great little opportunity. And at this point in the game, 35 minutes in, 34 minutes into the game, in the second half,
and he's still
tired, gassed, and he's making that run. That's a testament to that. It's awesome.
That was Rafael Lopez Tirado, the freshman.
Here comes another
He's a
opportunity
freshman.
here.
That's amazing.
Yes, the opportunity there.
And that's also one of the greatest things about this, because freshmen can go out there and contribute. Freshmen can play.
Yeah.
We had a starter. We had 2 players who could have started as freshmen this year. You know, every team has probably a kid that has come up through the club ranks, through wherever as a freshman. They just got to try and figure out how the big boy high school ball is. They're playing against. That's the crazy thing, because it's 14, 15 years old, right? 14 or 15 years old, playing against 18-year-old men.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, these guys are, full-grown beards and 6'2", and you got these little 14-year-old kids out there, but they're hanging. And I think that's a testament to what.
Look at the size of Hayden Quest.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're going up against him. He's huge.
And sometimes we get this argument. My freshman player has been on said club team, and he's this or that. Well, that's great, but do it against Hayden Quest.
Absolutely.
Do it against Beto Renteria, right?
Right.
Oh, here's a chance.
Here we go.
So here we go.
But the point I wanted to make, and I wanted to make sure, the difference from some of our program to program, and I know you can say this, I know Adam Roberts can say this, how many weddings have you been invited to? How many times have ex-players said, "Hey, coach, you'll never believe this. I'm having a kid." How many club players can say that about former club coaches?
The relationships.
I'm somebody's godparent from
That's
one
right.
of my literally.
Oh my
his
goodness.
sister had a quinceañera that I was invited to be part of. I was invited to be a godparent for one of my kids, and I still see him. His kid actually plays in for another high school. Unfortunately, I gave him the business about that. Like, oh, you're not going to bring him back to Mesa High, but we still see each other. I mean, 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago, and that was one of the most rewarding things that I've ever been a part of, to be asked as his coach.
Yeah, and it's such, the bonds and relationships that we form are so authentic. It's not, it's based on, like what we giving each other. You're working so hard for something I care so much about, and it's that give and take that really forms that.
It's the investment.
Yeah.
To your point earlier about the fact that high school has got these kids, that we care, that we're caring about their grades every day. We care about how their behavior is in class. We care about what kind of young men and young women they become, because that's what we're trying to build. It's of course we all want wins. We all want to win games. We all want to win championships. But at the end of the day, I had multiple kids, former players of mine, message me the last couple of days after we lost and we were out, just saying, the young men you're putting out there, coach, is awesome. We still think the world of you. Thanks so much for doing what you do.
Right.
And that's just my narrative, and every coach has that same narrative in some way. They're getting those invites. They're getting those congratulations. They're getting those, hey, coach, thanks for doing what you did. I remember one time you kicked me off the team, or you kicked me out of practice, and I became a better man because of it.
Yep.
I became a better person because of it.
You guys are making a difference. And tell you what's going to be the difference here in the final 2.5 minutes of the second half of the tie game here at 1-1?
This moment.
Absolutely. I think keeping your composure. That right there.
Yellow card.
I think Washington probably should have just played that ball long.
Yep.
Just knock it long. Get yourself out of trouble.
Yep.
You don't have to try and possess it. They're pushing up already. But again, now it's let's see what we can do. And it's interesting, if you're looking right now at Desert Vista, they're throwing numbers forward. They're trying to get a win in regulation rather than go another 20 minutes in overtime. They only have 2 defenders back, so they're throwing numbers forward. And it's interesting because Washington's keeping 2 up, so they're not dropping in to defend. They're taking their chances with the players in the back.
Shinohara to take the free kick.
Washington's keeper is way out, 5 yards off his line. I think it's been a well-refereed game.
Yes.
I think both teams have had their opportunities. I think the fouls have been called. Every game is going to have a missed call here or there, a play on type of thing. And I don't think anybody can look at this game and say anything negatively about the officiating. Been a good game so far.
Little out.
Going to be a goalie kick. And I think you can say that about all 4 games we've had here.
Absolutely.
This morning, this afternoon, and tonight.
No game is ever going to be perfect. It's not. We've all been Coach Dan and Coach myself. We've been in part of games where we thought maybe something, we got robbed or whatever you want to call it. We got fans in the stands saying, how about that refereeing? What if we would have taken care of business? What if we could have put a ball away earlier? That's a different game. And so, you can't always blame officials, things like that. So tonight I'm really happy that so far what I've seen has been good soccer and hard soccer. Again, there's that opportunity.
Here we go.
Again.
Race for the ball. Ooh. And coming up to the edge there to make the play for Desert Vista, that is Kagan Terrell. Minute 15 remaining in the second half. Ackerson playing it out wide. 1 minute remaining. Can somebody get the game winner?
And right now, again, Washington, you're under a minute. Make sure again, there's no silly plays.
Secure the ball.
Secure the ball security, man. It's so big. Let's just not. Desert Vista too. You
Right.
get right here. These kids are not moving fast. Get me the up. I wouldn't even throw the ball in.
Yeah, at this point, you take it to overtime. At this point, with 30 seconds or under left, take it to overtime. You got 2 20s or 2 10s left to play. You got 20 minutes to play. Lots of time. You can also give your team a chance to reset, talk about what you need to do, give them a break. Both teams.
Calling for the handball, not going to get it. The final 10 seconds here of the second half. And we are headed to overtime, everybody.
Bonus soccer. Can't beat that
soccer.
in the state championship, first ever open division.
The first boys open division state championship. 80 minutes, not enough. We're going to go at least 100. And we're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the first 10 minutes of overtime here at Mesa High School on the NFHS Network. We'll be right back, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
And welcome back, everybody, as we get set. Overtime, extra time, call it what you like. It's bonus soccer in the Boys Open Division State Championship match. Washington, Desert Vista all knotted up at 1 apiece. We didn't get a chance to thank Mesa boys soccer head coach TJ Haken for joining us there during the second half. Appreciate everything he had to say. Always enjoy his company. Dan Salas,
Yep.
Chris Harris with you here on the NFHS Network. And thoughts as we head into overtime here?
Again, I'm hoping that Washington can keep up this tempo. They seem like it's been a little bit of the fatigue factor, and Desert Vista, just the constant consistency of set plays, a healthy diet of set plays into the box. And again, you've got Hayden Quest and Shinohara around the ball right now.
Yeah.
And these two guys are diabolical in their approach and their touch near the goal. I think Hayden's going to shoot this.
Oh, he's going to chip it into the box.
That's a foul.
Yeah, you're right on it there, Dan. So just to go through this extra time scenario, it's 2 10-minute periods. And even if somebody scores, they got to play the full 20 minutes. They will switch ends after the first 10 minutes. So it's for sure at least 20 minutes. And then if they are still tied after that, then we go to PKs.
There's an opportunity here.
We went to extra time in the girls Open State Championship.
And the game winner.
Game winner, Lainey Swanson, scored right at the end of the first 10 minutes. Literally clock at zeros as the ball went into the net.
Whoa.
And then the Gators hung on for their 5th straight state title.
Yeah. And we're not done yet here. Again, I still think there's a man.
Here we come, the Rams.
Slipped on the turf again. Shinohara, opportunity done there. I don't know if he's cramping, Shinohara.
We've seen that from a few players here.
Yep, that's what it is. You know, there's Jadine Ruby again. He's been really effective on that left side tonight. Again, his top-end speed is unbelievable, Chris. And once he gets going in that direction, again, it's top-end speed. It's his burst. It's his first 5 to 10 steps that gets him that space, and then he hits top-end speed.
Going to be a corner kick here for the Thunder, and it's going to be the Central Region Player of the Year, Caleb Ackerson, to take the kick.
This is one of these defining moments we talked about with TJ. Good movement off the ball so far. Good service.
Great ball. Rams able to clear it. Little mishit there. It was Washington who had the lead thanks to a goal by Pablo Morquecho. And then Desert Vista quickly responded with the goal from Jadine Ruby to even the game back up.
Yeah.
Boy, that did, I mean, it was within like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Less than a minute for sure.
Again, like it's in the annals of soccer, like it's the 3 5s. And if you put a premium on it as a team. You know, it can sneak up and bite you. You know, look at this technical skill, coach.
Wow.
Look at this technical skill, coach.
Jeez.
Wow.
Talk about working the tightrope. That was Pablo Morcacho.
Yeah, and you know, and I'm pretty sure most. Yep. I'm pretty sure most programs now understand the importance of what you call futsal. Futsal is just soccer, and there's a ball. It's a little bit heavier. It has almost like a zero bounce to it. And even if you don't play futsal, so many of these high school programs will just play indoor soccer in the gym, and those where it's tighter spaces, it's quick, and you can take some opportunities to practice. This is dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. If that's on frame, coach.
Yes. Danger.
Yeah, but again, to finish my point, so many times these kids, they learn these little skills in the gym, and then because we now play on turf, because we now play on these short grass, there's opportunity to use those same skills. Because back in the day when some schools would overseed, some other schools wouldn't overseed, you just have too many bumps, and some schools are grass, some schools are, again, you're seeing so much little talent, little skills in small spaces.
Another soccer ball that doesn't have much bounce to it.
Uh-oh. What is it?
The ball to start the girls 6A state championship between Pinnacle and Desert Vista.
Yeah. Hey, congratulations to the girls Desert Vista team and Coach Jack Sauter come up with the victory earlier today. And it was kind of comical. The game started, Chris, and within 45 seconds to a minute, we had almost a 4-minute
ridiculous
delay because no one pumped up the game ball.
Fresh out of the box.
Fresh pearls.
Fresh pearls, exactly. There you go. That was, wow. That was the start to the day for us.
10 a.m. This is dangerous.
Yes.
Nice play.
But the good news, Dan.
Yep.
Is the day got better from there.
Oh.
Thankfully. Turnover.
Handball.
They're going to call it. It's going to be a throw-in instead for Washington.
Switch the field. 1-2 touch, switch the field. Quick.
Two minutes remaining here in the first overtime.
Quicker. And again, Washington had an opportunity there to go from the left side of the field to the right side of the field, and all three players touched it. That's a waste of possession. Get that ball. That first player, 25, should have hit it right across the field to 6, and then he had 30 yards of space in front of him, but instead they went negative with it. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, and Desert Vista has it covered. Those are the smaller details of this game that they have to understand, make a big difference. This guy's shifty.
Yeah, he did a great job of creating some space.
No.
That's number 10 there for Desert Vista. That's Ian Habawe, sophomore, second team Central Region selection this year. Now it's going to be a corner kick opportunity.
This is dangerous, man.
Under a minute remaining here in the first overtime.
Yeah, stay switched on, both teams. Stay switched on, be aggressive. Nice.
Here we go, the Rams now on the counter. That's
little early.
Yeah, again,
That's
there's that fast track too.
Yep. I think that's going to do it for our first overtime here, Chris.
Yeah, I think the Thunder are going to take their time here. No sense of urgency here. 20 seconds remaining, first overtime. And they finally throw the ball in. And we are through the first 10 minutes of overtime.
Yep.
Still tied at 1 apiece. And we'll step aside for another quick break. When we come back, we'll have the second 10 minutes of overtime in the Boys Open Division State Championship between Washington and Desert Vista. We'll be right back, right here on the NFHS Network. Here we go. The second overtime period, the second 10 minutes of extra time. Tied at 1. Washington, Desert Vista.
You know, I've been here before, Chris, and like I said, these moments, positive and negative, you know, again, will really sit in with you. And as a coach, what was great in a handful of these experiences what is the authenticity of what the players say to each other in these moments. And you can really get a good beat on where they're at. You know, their body language, you know, their belief in each other, you know, the love for each other.
This is where you suffer for each other.
Yes. Until you don't.
So the question is, how aggressive do you try to play
1,000%
on the offensive side and try to get that goal versus just trying to pack it in and play for PKs?
Yeah, and right now you my first reaction right now to this start of this overtime is Desert Vista hasn't gotten the ball out of their half. And now they're already defending a corner kick here. And not that Washington's been dangerous at all on a corner, but this is the time to pull out the Philly special. You've had multiple corner kicks. Can you do anything else but besides put it in the air? Dangerous.
Great ball. Great play to go up and get it by Terrell.
But go ahead.
No, I was going to say Torres. That was a great service ball out of the corner.
Yeah, and if I know I've got a team that's not necessarily aggressive or talented in the air, I want to make sure that it's almost in football, you've got 4 designed plays that have 3 different variations. And so I've got to sense a misdirection some way, shape, or form, you know, some way, shape, or form. It's just a throw-in. It's just a throw-in.
Yep, play on. And I think that's a good call.
Yeah. I mean, it's been going all night.
Yep.
And it's not chippy, but the guys are playing fast, you know. Bodies move, you know.
So, Dan, when you won your state championship with Corona del Sol in 2010, that went extra time?
That went extra time, correct. Yep, we went extra time against Hamilton. And it was again, it was the 7th minute of the first overtime, Dan Van Vliet scored. And we had to withstand.
Then he had to hang on.
Yeah, there's Hamilton had a player, brilliant player, Correll Bradford, that went on to play at Indiana, and as his freshman year at Indiana win a national championship. They also had a player, and I'm going to forget his name, and I apologize, but he went to College of Charleston, Clay, his last name was Clay, Tanner Clay. And these 2 boys were so, I mean, we had that last 10 minutes was so difficult because of Correll Bradford and Tanner Clay. And it was, again, oh, man. You know, I think it was, if it was 10 minutes, what an opportunity.
Oh, my. Just able to get up and tip the ball over the crossbars. Kagan Terrell. And it's going to be another corner opportunity.
And again, this is I want misdirection here. Can I get a player to flash out to the ball and take someone away? Because right now you can see they're working on something, but if you're just going to send the ball in, this goalie has proved I can go get it.
Once again, right on cue. Right on cue, you called it.
And TJ said these opportunities you can't waste, and you've had 2 opportunities, Washington, and you put it right back to the same place as the first one.
Nice job by Torres.
Yeah, good turn. You know, and right now you'll see at the highest level, the Premier League, Arsenal this year is scoring multiple goals on set plays. Each team has a set play coach. And so you'll see the set play coach will come off the bench on restarts and say, whatever they want to see. But even at that level, it's just not, hey, I'm going to serve a hopeful ball as a corner kick, and you should go get this. No, there's intention behind it. Ooh, if he had got that over. If he'd have got that over, Max Morrison was stuck again in no man's land. Not dropped deep enough, but almost not high enough to pull him off sides.
Just need one chance, one opportunity.
That's it.
Under 5 minutes remaining here. If we are still tied, we're heading to PKs.
I've got one last bingo card ready. Are you ready? Here we go.
What do you got?
One shot. The Deer Hunter. Who had the Deer Hunter?
Geez.
Who had the Deer Hunter on their bingo card?
How dark are we going to go here?
That's right, the Deer Hunter. That's all Mikey took with him, one bullet.
Jeez. Let's try to enjoy this moment. That was a dark.
Hey, well, it was a movie of the year, right?
I know.
1974?
It was dark. I think it was closer to maybe 78, but yeah. Good movie, just very dark.
Yeah. What Desert Vista has done here, and again, this is.
Oh, here we go.
This is
Washington.
systematic. Ooh.
Nice ball out wide. Oh, nice. Oh my. A couple of almost.
So what they've done is they drop Hayden Quest into the back line, and as you know, he plays that holding midfielder role throughout the match. And again, as the game progresses, and this is so far this year, if they've gone up a goal, again, it seems like right now, I'm not quite sure. Again, he's such a positive player. It's almost like a security blanket in back. Because if he gets caught forward in the mix and he gets beat, you don't have that extra player in back with his knowledge, his skill to make a difference. And so by holding him back as a left center back here, and backing up Shinohara, it's effective.
Look at Washington trying to hurry up here.
Yep, that's a dangerous ball. Oh, he called it back. He wanted the ball to be set.
Oh. And we're now down to 2:10 on the clock.
Oh, we tried to sneak it up.
Oh, yeah.
He tried to sneak it up.
And it wasn't just by a yard or two. It's like, if you're going to make me re-kick this, I'm going to try to gain 10 yards.
Yes. Looks like both teams right now are playing for penalty kicks.
Yep.
Our friend Fury might get his wish.
Yeah.
But again, a minute, and this guy's got to launch.
Oh my goodness. What a great header. Just get it out of the middle of the field. Forcing the throw in here for DV with 1 minute remaining.
1 minute remaining. Dangerous.
Ball gets punched out.
Dangerous.
Yes.
It's offsides.
Big bounce. The flag finally came out.
What a play. What a play. What a play. He doesn't have to put the ball down, ref. He's got it in his hands.
20 seconds remaining. That's Carlos Arizmendi the junior keeper. Big play. Final 10 seconds of overtime. Last opportunity here for the Thunder. Arizmendi comes up, makes the play. And we are headed to penalty kicks here in the boys open division state championship match. Washington Desert Vista tied at 1 after overtime. We're heading to PKs when we come back right here on the NFHS Network. So here we go. We head to penalty kicks in the boys open division state championship match, the last game of the high school season. Desert Vista in Washington. Dan Salas, as a coach, how often do you practice PKs?
As often as possible. Definitely into the postseason, it is going to be, you want to, PKs as often as possible. The order, the players, you want to make sure that you get that right because you want that routine. You want them not, you don't want any of the players to go, am I shooting? But you want the players to know, hey, listen, it's going to be something like this. If we go to PKs tonight, these are the guys we think.
What's the theory in filling out that card?
I want my best kicker first. I want my best kicker first, and I want the first kick because I want my guy to start it off positive. And because there's not a lot of pressure on the first kicker.
Because you got more behind you.
But you don't want to have your best kicker last, just
Never
in case
kick.
you don't get to him.
Yes.
Correct.
So it's going to be Washington to kick first. Junior Villalba Martinez, the senior. The keeper, Kagan Terrell, and Washington. Villalba Martinez gets the Rams on the board. And now up for Desert Vista.
Hayden Quest.
Will be Hayden Quest. Number 24 scored for Washington. Now it's number 24 for Desert Vista. Arizmendi, the keeper for the Rams. Buries it. Tied at 1. How about the walk that the shooter's got to make from midfield and the gamesmanship by the keeper in the whole mind game there?
You know, the walk is lonely, but the walk is also it should be practiced mentally, because there's so much doubt that could go, and you don't let it creep into your brain. As a goalkeeper, again, do anything you can to bring that kid into that doubt.
Junior Moreno, the freshman. 2-1. Washington perfect so far. And now for the Thunder, it will be number 22, Will Ahumada, the senior. What an incredible match. Tied at 2. Who's going to blink first?
Yeah, and it's one of those. And again, to our friend Fury back here, it's so loud in your head, but it's so quiet on the field when you're walking right now, and that loudness can only you have to keep that positive. You have to talk about it's a penalty kick. It's a penalty kick. It's a penalty kick. It's a penalty kick. Don't make it more than what it is. Drown out the moment. It's just a penalty kick.
Angel Villalba, the junior. Three for the Rams. The pressure now back on Desert Vista. And stepping up for the Thunder will be Genki Shinohara.
You know, I don't know if it's moxie, I don't know if it's confidence. Ooh,
Slips
we got
it
a hand
past
on it.
Arizmendi. Everybody has been perfect.
Yeah, I don't know if it's moxie, confidence, or this is part of their appearance, but you can see the demeanor after Washington scores is like, guys, I'm okay. There's not a lot of nervous energy. I mean, you understand the calmness when they're going up after they score. Their approach to the shot makes me nervous. However, it's not me taking it. So if they're not nervous, I'm not nervous.
Brian Perez, the fourth shooter for the Rams. Tied at 3. Penalty kicks. Four, 3, Rams. Thunder. It's going to be number 10, Ian Habawe. Oh my goodness. Pulled the string. Bold play.
No, that is the dirtiest penalty kick you can take, because your confidence has to be, and I almost saw that coming from him, because that's the style of player he is. I don't know if you noticed it, but that's the style of player he is.
Each team a perfect 4 for 4. And now the number 5 shooter for Washington is number 5, Pedro Morquecho. Buries it.
They got to make it.
Desert Vista must convert. If they don't, the Washington Rams are state champions. And stepping up for Desert Vista is number 14, the Central Region Player of the Year, the senior, Caleb Ackerson. Connects. Wow. A perfect 5 for 5 each side.
Now again, this is sudden death, sudden victory. So if he makes it, they miss, it's over. And it's got to make it from here on out.
So coming up for the Rams, number 55, the freshman, Rafael Lopez Tirado.
And what I liked about that last penalty kick, he didn't waste any time getting to the spot and taking the kick. So he had a lot of time in his mind to think about it.
Wow, this is incredible. There's the save. What a save. Terrell guessed right, made the save. So now the Thunder with a chance to win it. And stepping up to take the kick for a chance to win the state championship. It's number 11, Dario Mello, the senior. Buries it. The Desert Vista Thunder are the 2025 Open Division state champions. They win it 6-5 in PKs, and the celebration is on. What an incredible match. And the fans are storming the field. What a moment. Ooh. Absolute heartbreaker if you're the Washington Rams. So it was the Desert Vista girls who won the 6A state championship to start the day. And it's the Desert Vista boys who finish off the night as the Open state champions.
Well played.
Yes.
Both sides. You know, and again, you said it. Who's going to blink first? And again, it wasn't in a penalty kick shootout. You want to give yourself a chance, and you put it on goal. The goalie guessed the correct way. Again, it's a 50-50 chance from a goalkeeper. He guessed correct on the Washington shooter, but he gave himself the chance. He didn't miss the frame. And unfortunately, again, Washington had an amazing season. Coach Roberts,
yes,
so much credit to his program, so much credit to the hard work. Not only he does, but his staff, and then these kids, and coach, the community.
Yeah.
Look at the stands right now.
This atmosphere here tonight at Mesa High School for the boys Open Division State Championship was phenomenal. Terrific turnout by both sides. And you know what?
Yep.
They got rewarded. They
Yep.
saw an incredible game here tonight. This had it all.
Yeah.
High level play.
Yep.
Goes to PKs. What an incredible way to wrap up the soccer season. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, please clear the pitch so we can present the trophies.
So now they're trying to get the field cleared
Once again, please clear the pitch
so they can present the trophies.
If you don't clear the pitch, you don't get the trophy. No. No, that'd be mean.
That would be cruel.
That would be cruel. That would be cruel.
Especially after a match
No,
like
you know
that.
what? If you are on the pitch, you have to play 20 minutes against Washington.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
Gentlemen, if you would like to see your team receive their championship trophy, please clear
Oh. There's the cold shower there for Trent Elliott. They're at midfield. And that is the 6th state title in program history and 2nd in the last 4 years. For Washington, this is their first ever state runner-up finish. Previous 2 times they made it to the state championship, they won.
Yep.
Both of those games.
Will the Washington soccer team please report to midfield?
Yeah. You know, and winning a state championship, so many things have to go right, Chris. I mean, throughout the season, whether if it's injuries, sicknesses, you know, if you get 1 or 2 kids and the timing of the sicknesses, it's just, again, there's so many, it's so hard to win a championship. Congratulations to Desert Vista, to all the teams, you know, we had this week. Congratulations to all those, because it's not easy.
No. It is a long and difficult road to navigate. But when you do,
yep,
it's so special. So now we just wait for the presentation of the trophies. And it's the Washington fans showing their support for the Rams team.
Once again, TJ Huygens showing good hustle on the field right now.
Yep, there he is. Been a wonderful host for us here.
Of the Open Championship.
So we're ready now for the presentation of the state runner-up trophy to the Washington Rams. Finish up the year 23-2-1. And a great run here by the 5A school.
Yeah, I was impressed. I was impressed. You know, the Shadow Ridge and these two teams tonight, they played with such an intensity, such a motor. I'm sorry, Perry. So these 4 games, these teams played with such that intensity, that constant. That's so hard. And I don't know if the average or just kind of like backseat soccer fan understands how difficult to sustain that energy is. You know, and it's not so much the distances that these kids cover in a match, but it's the output. It's max output recharge, max output recharge, and to do that for 100 minutes, Chris.
Yeah.
That again, like the work they have to do before this even takes place is so incredible. And again, that Barb Chura said, this happens throughout this year.
Yeah, the Xavier head coach.
Yeah, getting fit for high school soccer is different than getting fit for club soccer. It's 2 to 3 games a week, and again, it's how hard can you push your body in 3 months, and it's brutal.
And now it's Desert Vista's turn.
Yep.
And the Thunder show their support for their fan base.
Mm-hmm.
At this time, Assistant Executive Director Jim Dean will now present the Desert Vista Thunder.
So here we go.
For the championship.
The presentation of the first ever Boys Open Division State Championship, and it goes to the Desert Vista Thunder. And congratulations to them. Well played. They trailed 1-0, came right back and scored right away to tie the game back up at 1 apiece.
Yep.
And it took it all the way to penalty kicks.
Yep.
And it went 6-5 for the Thunder.
Oh.
The Thunder connecting on all 6 kicks. And the one that sealed it was from Dario Mello, the senior.
But again, what impresses me the most is just the consistency that Desert Vista plays with year in and year out. And again, like it's such a good quality program for those kids.
And that's what it's all about right there. The celebration of the state championship. Dan, some final thoughts?
Hey, again, I want to thank the NFHS Network and AIA 365 and you, Chris, for the opportunity for me to sit here and talk about the nuttiness that goes on in my brain, the opportunity to sit and talk with TJ Hagan. Thanks to Mesa for putting on such a quality. It's a great venue. They, again, the hospitality they showed us today. To all the sites that you and I had an opportunity to sit here and break bread with, and all we're doing is just enjoying kids playing soccer. But really a good thing. And like I told you at the beginning, this is something that all these kids are going to remember for the rest of their lives, and we get to witness it. And I don't take that for granted. That's really cool.
And I echo that sentiment 100%. Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight and for the 2025 high school soccer season. And it is the Desert Vista Thunder who close out the night as the Open Division state champions. That's going to do it for us, for our crew, led by Fury, our producer director, Paulo Hutchison, and Dan Salas. Can't thank you enough. Enjoy having you up in the booth. You add so much to these broadcasts. And just your love of the game, it really shines through, and I appreciate all that.
That's it. We might have to run it back.
Absolutely. So I'm Chris Harris saying so long. Thanks again for joining us. Desert Vista Thunder, your 2025 Open Division state champions. That'll do it for us. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody, as we say goodbye from the NFHS Network.
All right, man.
Going to college for esports feels amazing. Growing up, it's something I never thought would happen. My family never thought would happen. And then within 2.5 years, here I am.
He's actually a madman whenever it comes to playing on the sticks.
You know, he's going to be the first one that pursues this into an academic career.
Me getting an esports scholarship could show other students that it's possible for them too, as long as they put their mind to it and put some effort into it.
Are you okay? You seem upset. Turns out you were right. Our car was breaking down and we did need a new one with a loan from America First Credit Union. Me saying there was no hurry and to wait was wrong. Hey, on the bright side, we got to meet Huey.
Get your money working with our low-rate auto loans, now with no payments for 90 days.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Car wreck, check. Motorcycle wreck, check. Truck wreck, check. Bicycle wreck, check. UFO wreck, what? In a wreck, you need a check. Call Lerner and Rowe today.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
If this is your wreck, you need a check. If this is your wreck, you definitely need a check. Hurt in a wreck, need a check? We're Lerner and Rowe. Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Here you go. Thanks so much. I brought an extra bottle of wiper fluid and chamois. It's her favorite chamois. She loves it. And a little something special for story time. Thanks. Oh, here's our number just in case you have any questions, and just be a couple hours.
The Crown is always ready for a night out.
Sorry. My tip well.
Get 4.49% on a 2025 Crown or 4.99% on a new RAV4 or 2025 Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
This glorious Whataburger is yours. A few minutes ago, it didn't even exist. Why? Because every Whataburger is 100% fresh beef and made to order. That means we didn't start cooking it until this exact moment, right here, when you ordered it into existence.